All my nails are gone. I came home with long, pretty nails and they're gone. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about, I think I'm going to answer, I'm going to talk about four things. And I think I touched on each one of them a little bit, but I'm going to go into more details today. The police, the robbery, and the hostage situation. I told you how I was coming back from getting my green card, which they call the Ghana card in Ghana, and we were pulled over by the police. So I already told this story, so let me skip a little bit of it. Basically, they stopped us. The taxi driver would not give them 3 CDs. So they decided to snatch everybody out the car and focus on me and my husband. My husband, because I was his Black American wife, and they figured I had the money. They didn't mind the taxi driver who caused the shit, and from the beginning. Um, It was traumatizing. I was terrified. We were on this little side road. Well, we were on a main road in Ghana, which looks like a side road in the U.S. It's the road going to Takoradi, from Elmina to Takoradi. And coming back is when this happened. So they kept insisting that I give them 5,000 CDs or they would take my husband to jail. Now, had I been in Elmina, literally, I would have never given them a penny because I know the Elmina police, and I knew I could have went up there and paid them 200 CDs to let him out. Or I know people in Elmina that could have just went and gotten him out. So they kept insisting that I pay them 5,000 CDs, which I didn't have it on me. I did have it in the bank, but I wasn't going to tell them that. At some point, how they got my 500, the 500, they were getting ready. One of the officers was getting ready to empty my purse. Another officer said, no, she has to empty her own purse. So I emptied my purse out and 500 CDs came out. They took that. Then sent the taxi driver back to tell me they needed 50 more. And I said, I don't have 50 more. They just took everything in my purse. So I borrowed 50 from the taxi driver. Meanwhile, they have my husband about 150 feet away from me in the back of the police truck. It's kind of like Mexico. They just put you in the back of a police truck, the pickup truck. And they're telling him to call his family and get 1,000 CDs. He don't give a shit about going to jail or nothing. He was saying, Ajia, my main concern was where's my wife going to go? Because I know you don't want to stay in the house by yourself. You won't stay at the store by yourself at night. Like, I was just more worried about you. I didn't care about going to jail. He said, so he told them, like, I'm poor. My family's poor. We don't have 1,000 CDs. I can't call nobody. So I think it's getting dark, I'm asking the officer, can you please let me go? Let the taxi driver take me home. It's getting dark. And so once we gave them the money, I ended up telling him that my dad was coming. I told you I made up a whole dad. I ended up telling him that my dad was coming, and my dad was a lawyer in Accra, which is the big city in Ghana. And I think that kind of spooked them a little bit. So eventually they let us go. That ended that. But now I'm traumatized coming home. We're quiet. Nobody in the car saying anything. And so we get back. We didn't go to the house. We went to the store. We went and opened up the store. And I'm telling Latif, like, we just gonna let this go. Like, we need to report this to somebody. That's a crime, one, and it's a crime against a U.S. citizen. If they're doing that to me, then they did it to somebody else. Now on the U.S. website comes a bulletin that said they warn U.S. citizens to be careful traveling north, which is where I came from traveling north. No, I hadn't come from north. I don't remember. But anyway, they warned U.S. citizens from traveling north that the Ghanaians were taking U.S. citizens hostage for ransom. And I think that popped up that day or the next day after the situation with the Takoradi police. So if you have any questions about that, ask me. The taxi drivers. They are robbers too. They are. They will. If the best thing to do in the taxi driver is be quiet. because the minute they hear your American accent, like I said, we don't look no different from them. So they don't know who you are unless you dress in a little too fancy, a little too bougie or something. They don't know if you're a Ghanaian or an American until you talk. And the minute you open your mouth, the taxi will go up higher. The house will go up higher. The clothes will go up higher. Wherever you at, the minute they hear your accent, the prices go up. Shameful, but true. Okay. Ghanaians are liars. They are liars, liars, liars. I think they just lie by nature as a form of survival. When you meet a Ghanaian, I promise you, they don't want nothing from you but money. Probably over 90% of them want nothing from you but money. They want something from you. I'm sure even my husband too. He probably, I mean, I could offer him a better life, a different life. Doesn't mean he didn't love me then or don't love me now, but I know there's something in it for them. That's just from birth who they are. You know, uh, the airport. I hate the airport. I hate it. I hate JFK, which I avoid them at all costs. I try to fly out through DC. And I hate the Ghana airport. The minute you get off the plane, that is the only airport I've ever been to where the minute you get off the plane, they're begging, 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 begging. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me with something? Can you help me with something? All the way till you get out the door. I'm leaving to come back home, and I overstayed 2 weeks. I wasn't going to renew my visa because I had no intentions of going back to Ghana no time soon at the time. And so I wasn't going to renew my visa. I just wanted to go home. So I was going to pay at the airport. I get to the airport. I was 2 weeks over from my visa. I get to the airport and they tell me that I have to pay. The man said I had to pay 760 CDs. And I said, why? I should only have to pay about 80 CDs. I'm only 2 weeks over. And he said, no, you owe 760 CDs. Don't tell me what you owe me. I said, sir, I'm telling you that I don't owe you 760 CDs. I only owe you for 2 weeks. I only owe immigration for 2 weeks. He said, no, you've been in our country since March 2001 and never renewed your visa and never left our country. We know that's a lie. I've been back and forth to Ghana about 4 times, and I got stamps all in my passport to prove the times I've left and come back to Ghana. Or any country for that matter. You get a stamp. And I know he sees this, but he just wants money out of me. I don't think he thought I was smart and knew what the hell was going on. So here comes the supervisor, big, tall, dark dude. He's rude, yelling in my face, talking shit. And I mean, I'm dealing with all this because I just want to get out of here. I don't want to shame my husband because he thinks every time I speak up for myself, I'm causing trouble because Ghanaians are so humble and they don't talk back. They don't say shit. They just kind of accept everything. So I know the minute I snap, I'm going to shame my husband because he lets me all the time. Oh, Hygieia, why are you shaming me? And I tell him, no, I'm defending myself. So we're going back and forth about I don't owe them 750. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I said, look, if you take the time to look, you'll see the stamps. I've been in and out of Ghana many times since 2001. March 2001 is when I first hit Ghana ever. I've been back at home several times. Somebody walked up, a lady, and she showed him, oh, she has been in and out. She just got I had just renewed my visa 3 months or so before that, I think. And she's showing him, now he tells me I owe 260 CDs. I said, I do not owe you 260 CDs. I should owe you about 80, no more than 100 at best. I'm not paying you more than that. You can just get me on back out of here and I'll just go to the immigration, the embassy and deal with it. I'm not paying you over 100 CDs. The lady behind the immigration desk, she's behind the desk. She takes my passport and threw it. So all my passport, my shot records, everything flew out. At this point, I'm fed up with this bullshit, and I don't care if my husband feels shame or not. At this point, I don't care about jail. I don't care about nothing because my mind is just is pretty much gone. She threw my passport, and it all hit the floor. My picked that passport up and threw it back at her. My exact words was, bitch, throw it again. Pick it up and throw it at me again. Now everybody's silent because the Black American is crazy now. I said, pick it up and throw it again, bitch. I dare you. Bend over, pick it up, and throw it at me again. I don't know how my passport got off the ground. I don't remember nothing after that except my husband saying, oh, Hajia, let me just pay them so you can go. Just calm down. Stay calm, my wife. Just calm down. And I was like, you ain't finna pay them fucking thing. These people, everything. I don't know what I said. All I remember after that was I was getting to the plane to finally board the plane. Meanwhile, the plane is saying on the speaker, Kimberly Patrick, you're holding our plane up. Can you hurry up, please? You're holding our plane up. And this lady is calling saying she's not holding our plane up. She's having some immigration issues. Bitch, on the speaker, because they're so rude. They're so rude in this airport. She's done got on the speaker about 10 times. I'm not holding the plane up. I already told them, look, I ain't getting on the plane. Roll me out of here. Get me out of here because I'm not paying y'all nothing. I'm done. This bitch done threw my passport. But anyway, let me get back to all I remember now was getting to the plane. I don't remember how I got there. I don't remember nothing but walking up to give the lady my ticket. And she said, don't you ever do that again. I said, sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. Sit down and keep on making these 15 CDs a day that you're making and leave me alone. Let me get on this fucking plane. So another man come out and he scans my ticket or whatever because he just don't want no more problems. The plane has literally been held up way past flying time because of immigration. I get on the plane. And now on the plane, there's all Ethiopians. These are not Ghanaians. They don't have shit to do with Ghana. All they do is fly in, pick the people up, and get up out of there. I get on the plane, and a lady said, I'm so nervous and I'm so emotional. I didn't get to hug my husband, kiss him goodbye, nothing. I just don't remember nothing. And she said, welcome to Ethiopian flights or whatever. I don't know what they say. She asked for my ticket, and she said, can I take your bag? And I said, no, I got it. And then she said, no, let me help you. And I said, thank you. Like, I needed somebody to be nice to me at that moment. And I just started crying. I was really, really crying. Had been just kind of fed up with the whole situation. And all I really wanted to do was get out of Ghana at this point. So from that point, I was cool. She escorted me to my seat. She carried my bag. And I sat down. And once you're done with the Ghanaians, you're cool. Everybody else is pleasant. We get to Togo. Togo is pleasant. They speak French, but they're very beautiful people. All the way, they're cool. Everybody's cool. So I do have to fly back to Ghana, but I pray to God it's an in and out trip. Oh. Now, the last thing is paying for 911 to help you. A little boy robbed me, stole 700 CDs out of my store, my phone. He didn't get the iPhone. He took the iPhone charger, the iPhone adapter, Universal, the Ghana, the Africa adapter, and he took the Galaxy S10. And so when the police came because one of my brothers thought somebody that was with us did it. And I kept telling him, no, he didn't do it. Come to find out this little boy did it. He was 16. So the police, I tracked my phone, and it took me straight to the little boy's house, talked to the daddy, went to the school, and the end result was we did find the phone. They beat the hell out the little boy. The police beat him. My brother beat him. His uncle beat him. They just beat the little boy up because they do not like thieves in Ghana. But I had to pay the taxi for us to go around with the police to look for the boy because he don't have a police car. That was 300 CDs. After the police finished and got the boy and got him back to his parents and got my phone back and everything, I had to pay him 300 CDs for doing his job. And basically, what you pay for is favor, because I could have reported it to the police and I would have just set in a pile of complaints. Probably nothing would have happened. Nobody would have minded me at all in the police station. So, what I paid for was a personal officer that came and got his job done. And his motivation was money, and he got 300 CDs. And 300 CDs is nothing. But yeah, it wasn't like I called 911 and they came to go look for a robber. I had to have a personal police officer, which I still have him. Still have his phone number. He came to our wedding reception. He still stops by to see us, and he's my personal police officer. You're gonna have personal drivers, house boys, house girls. Like, you're gonna have just people that's just on your team. Period. So anyway, I probably talked a lot, probably repeated myself and a whole bunch of stuff. But if you have any questions, um, just ask me. Ghana was not safe. After the last 6 months, I just did not feel safe. I didn't feel safe at all. Either I felt unsafe because of the government people, official people, not just neighborhood people, but like people in charge. They have too much power. They don't respect women. Women don't have a voice there unless you take your voice, which is what Black Americans do. You don't have a voice. But the women just don't have no power. I can say something to anybody, even my husband. And my sister experienced this too. The ones that are in Ghana, they've experienced it. I could say anything and be telling the whole truth and be correct. And a man can say something and be totally off and totally wrong and don't know what the hell he's talking about. But everybody will believe the man and shut me down. I went through this for the whole time. Even when they find out that I'm right, nobody will come and say, "Oh, Hajia or Kimberly, I'm sorry, you was right. You were right the whole time." Nope, they just gonna shut you down, tell you to have patience, calm down. If you get into it with a man out there or anybody out there, the first thing they're gonna try to figure out was, what did you do? If it's money, they'll just say pay them. If it's just any type of disagreement, they just tell you, calm down, have patience. Calm down, have patience. That's their answer to everything. Everything. But oh, I just watched this lady's video. I don't know what her name is. I have to go back and look. She was physically assaulted in Ghana. Only for the most part, Ghana was safe and okay for me because I stayed there a year and a half on and off. But the last 6 months, which is different, it was bad. It was hard. It was really hard in Ghana the last 6 months. And I don't know if I'm going back because I can't stay here. I can't stay in the U.S. I can't stay here at all for long. But I'll keep you posted on that. Bye-bye.